Hey, J True, what's going on? Good. Hey, everybody, how y'all doing? Happy Thursday. I hope everybody has been enjoying their day so far. So, I had a question, right, Jay? So, yesterday, hey, allegedly. Thank you, allegedly. You know, I've been needing help, child. But I really just had a quick question. And my question was, Duchess, what did the Christmas stocking do to you? What did it do to you? So we know that, uh, for the time being, evidently, um, Duchess and Ronnie Q that were once very close. I guess just the other day, we're pretty cool, jumping on each other's panels. Just really riding for each other. So, um, I don't know really why Ronnie Q and him fell out. But in my opinion, like I said yesterday, it's because Duchess hit Kimmy's panel the other day, and Ronnie Q didn't like it. And when she called to ask him to, I guess she wanted to ask him why he hit the panel. He didn't answer the phone. Blah 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 blah. Since then, Ronnie Q came on and said, since he gonna make it public, let's talk about it. She did a video. People jumped on the link, whatever. We all know this, right? And so, Duchess did a live. We did a couple of lives yesterday, and it dissolved into petty. And hey, everybody, y'all, please hit the like button, right? It dissolved into petty, right? First, evidently, she said it, hell will freeze over before she speaks to him again or something like that. He did a video. He liked to put the little funny face things. What do you call those face things that he liked to put up? And he said he want hell to stay hot. Meaning, hell ain't gonna never freeze over. So, girl, okay, we ain't never gotta speak again, right? And then it went from that to him to him being real, real petty. Now, I'm not trying to. I don't mean no harm, but Duchess, that was so petty, so petty. When you did that video, child, and you tore that girl's Christmas gift up to you, the Christmas stocking, the handmade Christmas stocking. And so that is the reason for the title of the video. I just want to know, Duchess, why in the world did you tear up that Christmas stocking? Was it like to hurt the girl's feelings? Because clearly you didn't hurt her feelings after you jumped on Kimmy's panel or whatever. Why you why you tear up the stocking? That was just petty and mean spirited, Duchess. Now I ain't trying to tell nobody how to fight, and I'm not even judging. I'm just saying that was it. Right? It was so shady and mean spirited and just petty, petty. My goodness. What in the world of the Christmas stocking? You didn't even let the dog chew it up, dude. Like you, and then, I'm sorry, y'all, but I can't believe I saw that. I'm like, hold up. Are these okay? Okay, so like, um, and then Duchess, I'm gonna leave it to I'm gonna put that back down my throat. I'm not gonna say that. Then Duchess, when you was on there turn up the stocking, you couldn't even hardly rip it. I was like, why did he just get scissors or something? I don't know. I don't know. But just took the little ornaments off of that. And I think you knew that that was going to hurt Ronnie Q's feeling, Duchess. You did. And Ronnie Q, how do you feel about what he did about your Christmas stocking? Like, and it was real kind of like, I realized uh, it was a Christmas stocking, but it's the thought that counts. And it made it seem like you never liked it in the first place. You know what I mean? Because she put a lot of thought into it, and then somebody said maybe you didn't appreciate it because she made the same type of gift for James Caldwell. I don't know if that's true or not. It was just real petty, and like I said, I but seriously, I'm laughing, but Ronnie Q. How did it make you feel when you saw him come online and tear up your dang on Christmas gift? You know, I'm just saying. So Ronnie had, and then has he? You know what? Uh, now we know that Duchess has been through a couple of good Judys, right? So she made and was selling Christmas stockings. They were handmade, double line. It was. I was shocked that he did that too. But that goes to the point. So we know that Duchess has been through a couple of good Judys, right? And so my thing is, RonyiQ, what did you expect? Did you think he was gonna be different? Like seriously, no shade. I'm just asking the question. Did we expect anything more from him? Right. To me, in my opinion, I agree, Michelle. He never liked the gift. Soon as when you shipped the gift to him and he opened the box, he was like to who and threw it back in the box that or whatever packaging you put it in and threw it in a closet or something. You know what I mean? What never worried about it again. And then he was like, what can I do to hurt her feelings? Because I don't appreciate her questioning me as to why I hit Kimmy's panel. So, what is a very mean thing that I can do to hurt her? See, that's what made it so petty and mean spirited. Because it was petty and mean spirited, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. And then to come on camera and do that, and y'all supposed to have been so cool, that was real shady. So maybe he really felt like that he was done wrong. Was his feelings hurt when she said, take my stick or whatever? No, he don't care. But y'all gonna learn. Y'all gonna learn about being these trying to be good Judys, okay? Y'all gonna learn. All right. So I'm just saying, first your feelings was hurt, RonyiQ. It was childish. It was very, very childish and very petty and very mean spirited. you know. And I really just would like to know how she feel about it, like, cause that's not like. Does it do you put in your mind that hey, he never really liked me anyway, which you probably didn't, honestly, because he got a long track record, like I said, and a lot of good Judys. This ain't the first time Duchess done this. It ain't gonna be the last. You know, he's mean. He was petty towards me. When I got in his chat for the first time before I don't you don't go over there anymore. That was childish. Yeah, like the stuff some older people do on here. Child. I didn't know he did her like that. People told her this is gonna. Yeah, now I seen a video where he had it titled something about Brianna saying it was gonna last 6 months, and he said I guess she was right or something like that. I mean, she was right because you have a track record. You know what I mean? And they like keep giving you passes and stuff. Like when she did her video yesterday, um, you know, they went on to talk about, how what's her name went on to talk about how sometimes these women on here because we're maternal that they will give these guys passes because we have been raised to protect them or whatever and all of this and all that. That's not true for all of us because I'm not protecting no goddamn grown person. Okay, this is not gonna happen. All right, spend on here on social media, right? People in my life, okay, on social media, it just is what it is. Child, I don't care. But I don't even understand really what the beef is. I mean, I do. Okay, so here's my thing. Here's my thing. I have said time and time again, he did the same thing to me, so I don't go over there and chat. Either Mike Lewis. Well, I mean, what can you expect? I mean, like I said, he got a track record. He got a track record. It's just like warming up to a people that take snakes as pets. I never understood why people take snakes as pets because eventually you're going to get bit. The snake is eventually going to bite you. A snake is not a pet. Okay? Mm. What is your take, Miss O? Do you think Ronnie Q overreacted about him hitting Kimmy's chat? Um, I think perhaps, honestly, if I'm telling the truth about it, we are all adults and can't nobody tell you where to go. But maybe she acted that way because she didn't expect that from him. He had been dragging Kimmy, and she seems to have a overly invested disdain for Kimmy, in my opinion. In my opinion. And so maybe that's why she acted the way she did. Did she overreact to the point of saying, now, here's a good question. So, okay, she said she called him, right? And he didn't answer the phone. And then Duchess put the what do you call it, the text messages out there. Now the first text message I read said, "Can you take my mod stick?" Right? Was that an overreaction, in my opinion, of him hitting the link? And did something, then was it something discussed prior to her saying, "Can you take my mod stick?" You know what I mean? Because if you open the conversation with "take my mod stick," you know, I don't know if um he was unjustified in the way that he responded. Like, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Did she overreact? In her mind, she probably didn't think she did. But when you get overly invested in a vendetta, you know what I mean? So, well, that's true too. What has he said about Kimmy to her? And maybe that's why she was overly invested in not liking Kimmy in the first place. I don't know. I don't know. We don't know what that's the thing that be missing. Those are the pieces of when it comes to stuff like this, when people talk in the background, you never know what's been said, what they've said to one another. Do you see what I'm saying? So we don't have context as to why she reacted the way that she did when it came to him hitting Kimmy's panel, right? We don't know what was said in the background, you know. So, you know, uh I don't, it's just crazy. Let me try to read this. He did the same thing. Okay. Give me 126 says oh yeah, that was a question. Did she overreact? Yeah. I really can't even say. I don't know. I mean, I haven't to my knowledge, she hadn't made a follow video up, or you know, I would like to know what she felt about him coming online and turn up that Christmas gift. Kim said, I believe Ronnie Q believed they had some form of genuine rapport. Least I say, YT friendship is sad it dissolved over something so trivial. Yeah, I kind of agree with that, Kim. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? There is more than this, we know. I mean, yeah, perhaps it is more than this. You know what I mean? But what has he said about Kim to her? Oh yeah, I read that part. Good point about that's what I think. Yeah, maybe it was something else going on. But like I said, they have had conversations that we are not privy to, so we don't know the full backstory. And so maybe that's what the missing link is. Because I don't know. It's like they went from 0 to 600 or something. I don't know. Went from Ronnie Q saying, you want to take this to YouTube and make it public, let's talk about it, to her firing up that video yesterday. And then my thing is, okay, in retrospect, I have another question for Ronnie Q, right? In retrospect, Ronnie Q, you wouldn't let, okay, so you dropped you said what you had to say about him not picking up the phone, right? And then you dropped the link for people to come up and say what they had to say on what you had said about DKL, right? But you wouldn't let them like totally like go ham on them or anything. So clearly you wasn't ready to go full throttle, because if you really didn't care about them at all, you would just let them say whatever, right? But in retrospect, after seeing him tear up your Christmas gift, you know, in such a mean-spirited manner, do you wish that you would have let them just go ham on his butt yesterday in retrospect, seeing as how, you know, he really kind of, you know, it's like just like slapped you in the face with your Christmas gift? You know what I mean? That's what I would want to know. You know, RonyiQ say she wanted him to take her mod stick because he was on Kimmy Live. I didn't. No. I didn't hear her say that. Duchess Kelly Love got something on his community wall with the text messages on there. And the first one that I read said, "Can you take my mod stick again?" or something like that. But it didn't say nothing about Kimmy. And I think he put that text message up to show that he did text her back and say, I'm out right now, but I'll call you when I get a chance or something like that. I think that's why he put it up. But I didn't hear, I didn't read her saying, "Take my mod stick because you hit Kimmy's panel." No, I didn't read that at all. No, But RonyiQ was cool when he was calling black women monkeys. Well, you know, I hey, and DKL only hit Kimmy Link to offer sympathy for her dog. It was not that serious. Well, see now when you're now it was I think that it was that serious for RonyiQ because she had some kind of deep seated, and I don't know where the deep seated disdain is coming from when it comes to RonyiQ and Kimmy. But that's there, and so yeah. Someone saying he's been acting shady ever since her channel took off. I don't know. I don't know because she is a fellow content creator now. And I've said time. Oh, there is RonyiQ. RonyiQ, would you like to hit the link and answer my questions, or either type it in the chat? You ain't got to hit the link, but I would really just like to know, honestly, if you would, how it made you feel when he got on camera and tore up your Christmas gift. Because that was very petty and very mean spirited. So, how do you really feel about that? And in retrospect, my second question was, in case you didn't hear me, uh, do you wish that you would have let them go ham on your channel when you fired up that video yesterday, seeing as how he was so petty as to uh uh tear up your Christmas gift on camera? You know, those are my questions to you, RonyiQ. So you type those answers in the chat, or I drop the link if you want to come up and, because I would really like to know, like seriously, because I'm like, wow, okay. No, that's not why he not. That's well, okay. Do you want to type it in the chat? Can you tell me why y'all fell out? Do you want to hit the link or you want to type it in the chat? Just let me know. I'm glad you because I really wanted to know what was going on. So thanks for being in the comment section. I hope they will make up. I think they both were acting off hurt feelings. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Well, before we get to the reconciliation conversation, I really want to know, because RonyiQ just said that ain't why they fell out. Before you get to the reconciliation conversation, well, why y'all fall out, RonyiQ? That's now there's three questions that I asked you. So, child, child, make up. You rip my gift and then put the ish. DKL is in there. Ish online. The Capricorn ever. RonyiQ, do you want to hit the link? Or do you want to type it in the chat? She said it didn't hurt my feelings. Showed more about him than me. Okay. So if y'all didn't fall out about Kimmy, then why did y'all fall out? And like I said, the other question that I had was, in retrospect, do you wish you would have let him would have let them drag him like they wanted to do when they clicked your link yesterday? He just showed the good quality of the stocking. Well, he did have trouble ripping it up. He couldn't hardly rip it. You know what I mean? So yeah. Yeah. So why did y'all fall out for real then? RonyiQ. She said, "Oh my God, I just watched the video. NMFO, he really did rip it and say, yeah, he did. He ripped it up for real. Like, I'm like, okay, oh, good, because God, dog, I got tired of answering the same question more than once. Jesus. Okay, let me drop the link so maybe we can get some clarity. Hold on, y'all. Let me drop the link. Okay, here's the link, Ronnie Q. But he didn't get on James about his stockings and wanting them back. He didn't get Ronnie Q her stocking back. Uh, so I don't know. Okay, Ronnie, I dropped the link. Let's wait for Ronnie Q to hit the link, y'all, and maybe we can get some of these questions answered. I guess when he destroyed that stocking. Yeah, that was like really, really petty. I dropped the link unbought. There you go, right there. Ronnie Q. Why am I block you? Do what? Hold on. Let me make sure this is a porn bottom me. Is this you, Ronnie Q?
Yes, it's me.
Okay, let me take the thing down. I just had to be sure because people they say people running around here porn bombing and stuff. So yeah, so you answered one of my questions. You said you didn't care that he ripped up the stocking or not,
It was his to do with what he pleased. If that had made him happy, more power to him.
but you don't think he did it to be mean spirited towards you or be
Of
petty
course,
towards you.
of course, he did it to be mean spirited. Why would somebody do something like that? I mean, but I'm really grateful that he showed what good quality it was because he could barely cut it with his scissors, and I know he was winded after ripping it apart and had to lay down because he was lightheaded because it was made with such quality.
Yeah, but yeah, it was good quality. But so if you saying y'all didn't fall out about, see, I thought your feelings was hurt, and I even thought that you asked him to take your wrench because he hit Kimmy's panel, but you said it wasn't because of that. So
What
why did y'all fall out?
the thing that transpired was I read on Lipstick Alley that he had hit Kimmy's panel, and then I text him as if I read anything on Lipstick Alley, and I'll text him back and forth. And when he responded, he said, "And," as
Mm,
if I'm like, any other thing that I, text you about, it's just our regular texting. And so he immediately got real defensive,
mm-hmm.
and then I said, I know you're kidding me. You hit Kimmy's panel, child. And then he came back, and then I said, okay, do you? And he said, always. And I said, lovely. And then I didn't know I was supposed to do anybody else. And I said, me either. And
Oh,
then he sends an emoji uh, with Chris Rock face all frowned up. And then I said, child, boo. And then he sent an emoji with Sheree Whitfield, who gonna check me, boo? Like,
oh,
excuse me? Like, I mean, the whole thing was like off. We always like text each other or whatever about, whatever we see on Lipstick Alley. So I noticed conveniently he left out that he texted me, who gonna check me, boo? And I
mm.
said, just ludicrous, ludicrous
So
shit.
do you think that was like a defense mechanism for him because she had said she wanted to drag his mom or something like that?
I don't
Do you
care.
think
I don't. If he don't care, I don't care, Miss Olivia. If he don't
right?
care, I don't care. And then what made me say take my wrench
Mhm.
was I got up that morning. I let my dogs out in the morning, so I sat down and misunderstood was on a live, and then she said, uh, the reason that they fell out is because the reason why Kimmy and Duchess, I don't think their thing is so big because she was talking about that panel that had happened. I don't think their thing is so big, and the reason that they fell out is because of what Ronnie Q said on the panel, and I think V. Lenore and what Ronnie Q said on the panel, and then I was like, okay. I had called him before I start texting him. He didn't answer. I don't try to call after a certain time because I know he gets up early in the morning, and so I was like, you know what, I'm not even I'm not even going here with this because now they're trying to make it seem as if Ronnie Q was the reason why they fell out when Ronnie Q had absolutely nothing to do why they fell out, and then that's when I like text him. You know what? Take my wrench, please. I didn't say you know what. I
Okay,
said
that's
take
where
my
that
wrench,
came from.
please.
But that's
Yeah,
where it came from because you heard what Misunderstood said.
yeah. The retelling of the story, and the history of this chick trying to sabotage my page, and me and him, well, me telling him about it and all this, and I'm like, I'm no, just take my
And what
wrench,
chick
please,
miss
because
you?
I'm not going through
What
no
what chick? What chick? MU or
Kimmy,
Kim? Okay.
and
See,
I'm
that's
not
why.
going
Let me
through.
ask you a question because see, I don't know. So
Yeah,
is that why you don't like Kimmy?
I don't like
That's my
Kimmy
question.
because of who Kimmy has has shown herself to be. I don't
Okay.
like those type of people. I
Okay.
don't like those type of people. When
Okay.
my
So for
page
that
was new,
reason, is that why you were shocked when you seen that and what she had said about Duchess? Is that why your feelings to me seem to be hurt when you found out that he hit the link over there? Did it
no,
shock
my feelings, my feelings were shock.
you?
Just
Shock.
like
Okay.
that shocked. My feelings weren't hurt. My
Okay.
feelings was shocked. But
Okay.
people do what they need to do, what they want to do, position themselves in position to do whatever they feel is necessary to get by. But hey, they can do them. And but my shock and the reason of me like looking at him funny is the way he came at me. I
Right.
have texted him many of things about, oh child, you go over there, so and so live, oh they talking about this, that, and the other. So
Mm-hmm.
why are you like coming at me crazy?
Mm-hmm. Well,
And
I feel like you said it was a defense mechanism.
he even admitted himself that he was snarky with me. So
Mhm.
are we not, are we missing something here?
Well,
Are
yeah,
we
he felt
really missing
he
something
said
here?
he was snarky with you because you know he felt like you didn't have a right. Like who are you to question him about whatever he do?
Whatever.
You know, I
I
mean,
I
that's
wasn't. It was nothing out of the norm. I
right,
would, why you feel like you're being questioned
right,
when I say something that I saw on Lipstick Alley, when I say something that happened on YouTube, and I'm surprised. Why is
right,
me being surprised about you different from me being surprised about anything else that I text you about that I see happened on YouTube?
right. I
So
mean,
why
and
is
why
it?
would you, like you said, why would you be? I mean, I mean, you know, y'all supposed to been cool, and I'm sure y'all don't have conversations or at least text messages offline, and who knows. You know
And,
what
and,
he said to you about whatever went on between the mom or the MU or whatever. I would be shocked too. Like there's
and that's
nothing wrong with saying that you were shocked. It's nothing even wrong to me. The reason why I thought your feelings was hurt, Ronnie Q, because I felt like you considered him at least a YouTube friend. You
Yeah,
know,
I did. Like
so why
I
you
don't
say
have,
that?
I don't communicate with anyone else off of YouTube. Period. Point blank. So let me be real clear on this.
Mhm.
Um, you know, somebody in your chat said something about I gave James the same gift. No,
Mhm.
James purchased the stocking. I
Oh,
didn't
James
give
bought the
James
stocking. You didn't give it to
anything.
him. Okay.
I sell these stockings every year.
Okay.
I made the pattern myself. The fur on the on the stocking is real mink, real sable, or faux fur for those who don't like real fur.
Right.
See,
Right.
this is you know
Well, let me
the
clarify.
only the
Let me
only
just say this. I thought that it was I was listening to somebody's live and they say that you gifted James Caldwell the same type of stocking. And I stand corrected because you just said James purchased the stocking. You didn't gift it to him. He bought it from you.
exactly James
Yeah, I stand
Caldwell.
corrected.
I
Yeah.
had the stockings posted on my page, and James Caldwell contacted me and said which one he wanted to purchase.
Right, right. So let me read you. Did you see it? And I agree with this. Kind to me says so he probably thought she was mad when in actuality she was just wanting to talk, not argue. And that happens with men a lot. They just assume you're gonna go down their throat, you know, because they're being defensive. But you was just basically asking, you know, wanting to ask, you know, talk about him hitting the link. Do you think that's why he got so defensive?
I
Cause
don't
it was
care.
a hit move to me.
I really don't care, Olivia.
Now,
I'm
I'm not
telling you,
saying that I'm
honest
not.
to be
I'm just
true, I
saying.
don't care
Right.
because what he did was incomprehensible.
Yeah.
That performance that he did was really tacky and dirty. And let me
And
tell
we
you
tell
something.
you.
And let me tell you something. From that time at 9:30 at night, he never called me. Like if Claude was to contact you and tell you to take his mod stick away, are you gonna be like, oh, I was just like, oh, well, okay, like get the fuck out of here. Who you think you kidding? Like who do you think you kidding?
So he
Like
just said, okay.
yeah,
What?
that's okay. So the next day, the first thing I see him do, he doesn't return my phone call. He don't have to return my phone call. I saw Food Junkie in your chat yesterday. Well, what's the time limit on returning phone call? The normal time that you regularly return phone calls is the time. But then you're gonna go live and say, "Oh well," she said, "Take her wrench," and I was like, "Oh okay." See that right there lets you know that that was a bunch of bullshit. And
Well,
then
that let you know that he didn't value your YouTube ship or your friendship. That's what that
and then
let you know.
no, that lets you know that he was trying to skirt what he thought was an issue in his head or whatever, but see, without bothering to check. But see, the
Right.
kicker part is that oh well, if me and Ronnie Q ever have a problem, relationships are built on honesty, trust, communication,
Yeah. What was that
compromise.
conversation
All
about?
that. Okay,
I was
that's
kind
that.
of lost in translation. Can you go back to the
He
genesis of
had
the conversation?
he says he has five principles for a good relationship: trust, honesty, compromise, commitment, communication. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
or something like that. I may have
Mm-hmm.
gotten two of them wrong. So now, if me and Ronnie Q ever have a problem, we will won't bring it to YouTube.
Yeah.
We will contact each other and communicate, and these are the five staples for a good. But then, so you come at me crazy, like I did something to you when I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking to you regular as if, and then you don't return my phone calls, and then the next thing I know, you go live. I do what I want, and like, who told you not to do what you want? Like, I'm gonna like he really thought that I'm gonna get on the phone with him and say, "How dare you do what you want? How dare you,
Mm-hmm.
as a grown man, do what you want?"
Right.
Like we agree on everything, as if we agreed on everything in the first place.
Right.
Like who are you trying to make me out to be? When
Right.
you were the one who acted like a jackass, and then you set up here and you brought it to YouTube with all this innuendos and passive aggressive behavior
Oh
and
yeah,
all
I
this
know.
type of stuff.
I had another question, Ronnie. So when you said that he actually brought it to YouTube first. And how did he do that?
He made a video. He made a
Okay.
video. Oh, people are mad and in their feelings, and I am grown and I do whatever I want to do, and this, that, and the other. And then I'm like, hold up. See, like you putting all the did not. At what time did you hear me say I was mad? And then like, what? Nah, okay. So you gonna bring this to YouTube? Well, I'm gonna bring it to YouTube. I'm not gonna do no innuendos. I'm gonna
Mhm.
tell her what it is. And then he's like, oh, and I text her and I said that I text her and I let her know that I was busy and I would get back to her and this, that, and the other. And then he shows I did not receive any text, any phone calls from him before or after his live. He showed a text message that says, me and Ken are going out to lunch or something to that effect, and this, and I'll get back with you.
Right.
However, if you look at that text message, what does that text message say? It says right. My message above that was, "Oh, so you decided to take this to YouTube?" And then I said, "Cool." See,
Right.
he had already did his live. He had already bought that shit to
Mhm.
YouTube. So now you're gonna try to backtrack and say, "Oh, I text her back as soon." I don't have a text from him, and
Okay. Oh wow.
That's just point blank, period. But
Okay.
then, but you just proved my whole point. You had already taken the shit to YouTube, but you didn't have the courtesy or anything to call me and communicate and compromise or anything. But you went on YouTube, popping your collar and shit like somebody had did something to you.
Right. Well, now, well, like I said earlier, I mean, he's this ain't the first time he done went through a good Judy like that. You know what I mean? And
And
and so like he real grimy when it come to his so-called YouTube ships, especially with women. And so like I was shocked that he ripped up your stocking because it was super petty, but I was not shocked at the outcome of y'all situationship. Like
well, see,
honestly, like you got a track record. But which I have another question though. The other question I had asked you was in retrospect, when you did the live yesterday, in retrospect, seeing as how he so disrespectfully disregarded a gift that you sent to him. Such a thoughtful gift because it's handmade and it was very well thought out, right? So in
and
retrospect,
like
let me
see,
finish.
this is
Let,
this
let
is
me finish. Let me finish.
okay.
Let me ask the question. In retrospect, do you wish that you would have allowed VS and Kwani to drag his ass in retrospect on your live?
I don't care. I don't care. I do not care. I do not care, Olivia.
No, that's not an answer, Ronnie Q. I'm
Yeah.
asking
In
you, do you
retrospect, I'm gonna do my panel the way I want, and I'm gonna move how I want, and nobody is who's gonna check me, boo.
No, nobody. I'm just asking you in retrospect if you wish, seeing as how he disregarded your friendship by doing what he did. Do you wish that? Because clearly at the point in time you didn't want him to drag him for filth, and so I was asking, do you wish that you would allow him to do that? Seeing as how he disregarded your friendship.
Uh, I ran my panel the way I wanted to run the panel. They were able to get off what they wanted to get off, but I did not want it to seem like I was on some, oh, everybody jump in and join me and help me drag him. No, the situation was my situation that I had come to talk about. I did drop my link, and Kwani, Kwani and VS had their own personal experience they shared. But, like I said, I didn't want it to be like, oh, look at what she's doing. This is her motive and this, that, and the other. That was not the reason that I went live,
Right.
to have a dragathon of Duchess Kelly Love. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I did let them speak because they hit the link. I did drop the link, but that's why I kind of like, and I'm just gonna be honest. No, I did not feel those things at VS. Didn't you feel? No, I did not feel that. That was not my experience. Everybody have their own personal feelings and relationships with people, but I'm just gonna say what I felt, and that's that. You see,
Right.
I did not feel something that you may have thought I felt. No, that wasn't my experience. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie to kick it.
Right. Okay. I respect
So
it.
let me say this. The thing about this whole situation, the with him tearing up the stocking, I read that on Lipstick Alley too. That's where I got that from, on Lipstick Alley. And when I looked at it and I saw him struggling to cut it, and I saw him struggling and out of breath to rip it apart, what
Right.
I did was I put up a community post and said, my Christmas stockings will be available starting in October. They are high quality, handcrafted, and homemade. The fur is mink, sable, or faux fur, and they're made to last for years, as you can see here. And
Yeah.
posted that video of that dumb, ignorant motherfucker trying to rip it apart.
Right.
Thank you for the advertising of the high quality of the things
Yeah.
that I make. You fucking idiot.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I thought that was very hurtful and very petty, though.
Hmm.
Honestly. I
Well,
think.
and then one more thing. I also sent him a short boot. Why don't you tear that up today? Today, are we going to see you unravel the hand crochet sweater that I made your dog today? Are we going to see you sit up there and pull the sweater apart? You fucking imbecile. Is that what we have to look for the from the gay and restless? Is that what you're doing today? Let's see what a big how many balls of yarn you can get out of that sweater that I handcrafted your dog.
Yeah, what do you think all that was for? I mean, I realize it was, deep in thinking, right? Aside from the petty, aside from the mean spiritedness, do you think that was what do you think that was for? Because really, at the end of the day, you didn't do nothing to him when it's all said
Exactly.
and done.
Exactly. Exactly.
You didn't do nothing to him. Like you didn't even
Exactly.
want to call. You didn't send him a text message cussing him out because he hit the panel or whatever. You didn't do that. You
I
know,
s-
it
I
sounded
said
like you just wanted to have a conversation and not an argument. So, what do you think that was for?
I don't care. I really don't care. I
Mm.
gave the gift out of the kindness of my heart, out of the craftsmanship of the work that I do, that I know people like and enjoy. A couple other people, two other content, not content creators, two other subscribers also purchased the stocking, and I don't care. I
Right,
hope they enjoy it.
right,
So
right.
I
I
just really
think that
wanted to
that was a
clear up the
very
fact.
well identified thing to do, because we know that sometimes men will do stuff to hurt you on purpose. You know what I mean? Just to,
But
so I think that was very well identified of him to do
but
something like that.
but that did not hurt me. That
No, I'm
does
not
not
saying that
hurt
I'm
me.
hurting you. I'm just saying what the intent for him, not for
Uh-huh.
you, what the
But
intent for him behind that was. That's what I'm saying.
well, that was a absolute abject failure because that did
Mm.
not hurt me at all. It just showed the character of the person that, or lack thereof, that he is. So it did not hurt me. Yeah,
I
it
agree.
shows more about him. That reflected way more on him than it
Yes,
did me. Way
absolutely.
more on him.
Absolutely, absolutely, it absolutely did, because I wouldn't even have thought to do something like that. You know what I mean? It's not even Christmas; it's freaking May. I wouldn't. Do you know how much thought you got to put into that? Because when I take my Christmas stuff down, it's like down until it's. I don't even think about it until after Thanksgiving, because that means I got to go dig it out again. Do you
And
see what I'm?
but you know what else it told me? It told me that you are sitting in your house seething and steaming. And I was in my house happy as a lark, chilling, relaxing, watching TV, not giving a fuck about you and your bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
See, you in your house sitting up here trying to figure out how to hurt somebody. That didn't hurt me. I don't give a fuck.
Do you think that he was judging you? I mean, do you think that he felt like you was judging him for hitting Kimmy's panel? Do you
I
think
don't
that
care.
he
I don't
overreacted that
care.
way?
I
Um,
really don't care. Olivia, I
mhm.
don't care.
Right,
Do what he please. I don't I have zero fucks to give about Duchess Kelly Love. I'm
right.
done. Zero fucks.
Yeah, because clearly he don't have he don't I I just think that was just, it was the whole thing was not necessary to take it there, in my opinion. The thing about the whole Christmas, that was just extra, and like you said, it said more about him, and it really did. And I get that, but I'm thinking when it's all said and done, maybe he felt like that was a pussy move. Hey, Bomb Cherry, I ain't seen you in forever, girl. How you been doing? It was a pussy move on his part to hit her link in the first place. You know what I mean? Like he was going along to get along or something. I don't know what he thought to make him feel so defensive. I guess is what I'm trying to say. I really was just wanting to understand the psyche behind all of that extra, because it was just like real extra.
The same way he jumped on VS's panel when she was interviewing James. Why?
True. Why? I agree. I think that I don't know. I don't know. It's just like I think he really be touched from his own words. It seemed like he really be touched when they say negative things about him on what do you call it, on Lipstick Alley. So maybe he was really touched about this situation. Do you think that's what could have been happening?
I don't know. I have no idea. But I just really wanted to hop up here to clear some things up
Yeah,
because
thank
I
you.
was
Appreciate
I
it, 'cause
was
I don't
I
understand.
was like angry, so I it may have been like, I know stuff in my head that I wasn't communicating well enough on my video yesterday. And I
Right.
also wanted to clear up the fact that I did not give James the same thing. And as a matter of fact, that purple stocking was the only purple one. I chose purple fabric and put lace on his to make it extra special because I know that his favorite color was purple. That was the only purple stocking I made. James
Mhm.
purchased his stocking out of the pictures that I had on my community walls. I just really wanted to clear that up.
Let me ask you this, Ronnie Q. Well, LSA boss said, well, LSA went in. So LSA went in on him about the situation.
Bomb Cherry, I don't have any answers. What do you mean I don't have no answers?
This
I'm
could be
not
a
clear.
troll. This could be a troll. So Bomb Cherry wouldn't come over here about nothing like this. I think this is a troll, and I'm gonna have to block it. I don't think this
That may
really.
not be a troll, but I may not understand what she's saying. She says Ronnie Q ain't got no answers with a question mark. Answers for what, Bomb Jerry? What's the question?
I remember when you showed them, and that was specifically made for him. Oh, the
Hey,
issue.
LSA boss.
Okay. Well. People were talking about they think that you and him should reconcile. Do you think that would ever happen?
No, I have no interest in that.
Yeah, I understand. And I don't
Yeah,
blame
I
you.
I'm already past it. I'm bought. I'm already past it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if he didn't care enough to, I mean, evidently he didn't value y'all. I hate to call it relationship or situationship or whatever. Clearly, he was telling you that he didn't appreciate it. That's what it would have been saying to me. So why would you care? You know, why would you be worried about reconciling? I get that too. Is I guess that's what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? Because it was real petty and mean spirited to do something like that. In my opinion. So yeah, that's just how I feel about it. You know,
Well, yeah, it is
I don't
what it
feel like you
is.
should have
Like I
been treated
say,
that way. I don't think it was justified. But like I said, some was saying Miss O is asking questions and you were saying you don't know. Okay. Well, I what I don't think it was justified. At the end of the day, I don't think it was justified.
well,
I'll
just
bet.
because Miss O asked the question does not mean that I have the answers to her questions. It, you
Right,
know,
right. I mean, you can only, yeah, yeah. No, I'm just asking because I was just trying. It just seemed like he went so far. It just too far. I don't know. It's like you could have went further when you did that live. You could have let them come up there and drag the heck out of him. And if that's really you, Bomb Trey, then I know you wasn't being mean. I know you wasn't, and I know
and
what you meant by the question. You know
yeah,
what I
and
mean?
that's why I wasn't trying to be mean because obviously you know her, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, I'm not trying to be
That's my
mean either.
suggestion. If you want to hit the link, I really would love to. Yeah, but Bomb ain't like that. She was, she don't know nothing about this sector really. She was just really wanting to know the answer to the same questions that I was wanting. You know what I mean? And I would be at a loss for words too at the end of the freaking day. Because even now, I'm trying to figure out how we as adults and y'all supposed to have a situationship. Why would it go that far and get that petty? That's I'm even trying. That's why I kept asking the questions, Ronnie Q. You know what I
I
mean?
understand. I
It's
got
just
you. I
not
got
logical
you.
to me.
I just don't have no answers for you.
Right?
But
That's what I'm saying. It don't because you know why you don't have no answers, Ronnie Q? Because it don't make no sense.
yeah, I read the text messages. Then he never responded, and then he went live and he was talking all crazy. He was talking greasy from the jump when I first texted him. Like how many other texts have I said about? Oh man, I cannot believe such and such and such and such about something that happened on YouTube. So whatever. It is
So
what
why
it
would you
is.
wouldn't expect any different this time? I get that. I get that. And you didn't do nothing wrong. That's why I said it don't make no sense. Like it don't make no sense to a lot of us. You like he went. He did. Did you see the video where he said You don't want hell freeze up. Like I think you said something about and I hope I'm not misquoting. Hell will freeze over again before you speak to him or something. Then he did that petty video like he don't want hell to freeze over. That's petty right there.
That was in response to something that was written in LSA. So if his ass was tight about that, well then his motherfucking ass then swallowed him up in a whole ball by now. If he's reading
Is this you,
LSA,
Mom Terry?
Yes, me.
Hey girl.
How you been?
Let me take the banner down. How you been? But yeah, Ronnie, yeah, no, and Bomb, I know you was trying to just figure out what's going on because, like I was telling Ronnie Q, you don't be over there like that. You was just wanting to know the answer to the question, just like I was, because it don't make no sense what he did. You know what I mean? It's not matching up.
Yeah, I was just Ronnie. I'm sorry if you read that the way. Well, I did write it that way, but what I was saying, I was over here coming check it out with my sis, and y'all talking about some Christmas shit, and I was like, "Well, what happened?" And she asking you questions. You like, girl, I don't know, and I don't give no fucks. That's what I hear you saying. So that's why I was like, damn. So I went to your channel real quick. You only got one video up, but then your community tab is filled with stuff. I was like, well, damn, where the Christmas shit at? I want to buy something. You know what I mean? And that's why I was
going to say, Bomb, Ronnie Q. I don't know if you know, but Bomb Church, she make handcrafted stuff too. So, so that's the reason why she talking about the handcrafted stuff, because she got these big machines and she do the works. You know what I mean? She got more expensive machinery than Brandy got. Like she real embroidery and like Bomb she take it to a whole nother level. So
I'm gonna have to subscribe.
Handcrafted gifts and stuff. That's why she was interested in that, Ronnie.
Okay.
Yeah, Bomb, you ought to subscribe to her channel because Bomb be doing the crafting and stuff like actually online, and you can see her machines and stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna subscribe to you.
Yeah.
Well, girl, we messy over there too, girl. But
girl,
yeah, when you
messy everywhere.
I was like, okay, I wanted to see what you made for Christmas. That's all. So, but Christmas was like 5 months ago. So somebody trying to. So
if you scroll down my community wall, you will see them around in the month of December. You will see pictures of them on my community wall.
Okay.
But right, I know you was wrong with it, Bomb. Like you said, Christmas was like 5 months ago. How the hell you in the battle in May? You gonna think about this Christmas gift that this lady gave you? That's real extra, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounds like somebody didn't have nothing else to use against you, so they went all the way back to a gift. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's I just wanted to clear that up because I really didn't want anybody to think that James didn't purchase his stocking, and so that's it, and that's all. I'm done with it, Olivia.
Oh, yeah,
there is no back and forth with me for it. I just let him perform and just be who he wants to represent himself to the world as. So you guys accept what he's giving you. So I have nothing else to give.
Well, thank you, Ronnie Q, because I really didn't even understand how it went there so fast, because it really didn't make no sense. Do you see what I'm saying? And so I was like, well, did something else happen? Because it's a lot.
No, not at all.
Wow. It was really just that petty.
Just that petty. And he did say he was that petty in the video where he ripped it up. I know he was fucking winded and lightheaded when he got done because it was made so well. Thank you for the free advertisement, DKL. All right, you guys have a good day.
Thank you, Ronnie. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for answering the questions. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Have a good one, sis.
What you been doing, Mom?
Girl, the same old same. And I realized I hadn't seen you in a while. I was like, is Miss O okay? So I signed under one of my other names and your shit popped up. You see, YouTube be doing that. They trying to separate us. You know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely. My niece told me she don't even get my my notification. Now I haven't been on this past couple of days. I've been on a lot, but before then, I told you a long time ago I make jewelry, right? And so I'm gonna do some craft shows. This is gonna be the first season since the pandemic that I really did a lot of craft shows. and
Uh-huh.
so I was working with sea glass and stuff like that. So I was doing like maybe trying to do maybe one video a week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And till I got done what I needed to do. But this past couple of days, I've been on a lot, and so maybe that's why my notifications haven't been going out like that because I haven't really been on. I don't know, child. I
I
don't know.
haven't been getting them for months since the last, since that stuff that was going on, with the dude who stayed in the woman's shelter. I
Yeah,
haven't seen a notification from you since then.
I don't know. It be tripping. Like I said, my own niece don't even get the notifications no more. But I think that's a way of them trying to sabotage our channels or something. Like I really do.
Yeah,
Like I
I think
really
so
do.
too.
Why they just kept. I really feel that way. You know.
Yeah,
Because about once a week somebody is telling me, "Hey, I seen the video, but I didn't get the notification." I know I'm subscribed to you, So yeah.
I haven't gotten any notifications, nor do they even show me that you done videos. It's like it's almost like I'm unsubscribed, but I didn't.
No,
Uh,
no, no. Yeah, that's how they move. Yeah, absolutely. But I'm gonna send them another cause you can send them YouTube partner messages and stuff like that.
oh, okay.
I'm gonna send them another because you the second person done told me that. Like I said, my own niece told me she don't get the notifications either. So yeah, there's something going on. I really want to know what's going on because that messes with your views is what it does.
Yeah,
It really do. But what else been going on in your world? Any drama been going on over there?
girl, nothing going on over there. We just talk about the passport bros and
Oh
you
no, I got a question, Bomb.
know.
What is the deal with that? What that pearly things chick? What is up with that?
Oh yeah, that done blew up too. So Anton Daniels and a few of these black men, they grabbed onto the white woman to beat up on the black woman.
Mhm.
First they already had some black women already doing it, but they shitted on those black women by adding the white women and putting her at the top. Remember Jessica X was at the top too. The hell is going on? Let me in that. Remember Jessica X was at the top?
Yeah.
And then some other women came because they showed their face. They got above Jessica, so she kind of got pushed to the side.
Mm.
And now Pearly Things, who look like a whole man in a dress with
Mm-hmm.
dirty feet, they grabbed her over, and she's a racist. And so they just found she said some racist things about black Americans while she was talking to a racist, a white guy,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when it blew up.
Wow.
The black women are just sitting to the side watching the men fight each other.
Over this pearly things person.
Yeah, some of the men are
Wow.
saying we don't care if she racist or not, as long as she spread our message. Remember, that's what they did with Kevin
Wow.
Samuels. Remember, they didn't care if
Yep.
he was gay or not, as long as he spread their message. And
Wow.
and then the other men are like, no, but she's a racist. She don't even mess with you. And so that's the fight in the dummy group with these
Wow.
men, black men who hate black women.
Yeah, yeah, they hate themselves. So what? Ooh, I had another question. I seen a video. I seen a little bit of it. I forgot whose it was. They were saying something about what is his name? Left the manosphere cause of the white girl. What is his name? The ugly one. I can't even think of his name now.
Ugliness.
He said he was the leader of the black. He started the black manosphere. Child, I can't even think of his name right now.
O'Shea,
Yeah, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Yeah, did he really leave?
well, he left. I saw him leave the Black Manosphere for a while. You know, I think he deals with some things in Africa. His channel is more like just telling current news on
Mm-hmm.
YouTube and stuff like that. So yeah, so he left and a few others left when the FBI started looking into them, which they found out. We found this out maybe 3 years ago.
Mm.
So they kind of tiptoed out without saying they were out,
Mm-hmm.
and they stopped all that negative speaking. You notice O'Shea gave up his. Remember, he had a Sunday Rumble or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he remember that stuff was good. Everybody was over there. When
Yeah.
they found out the smart ones, when they found out the FBI was looking into him, they left.
They backed away.
Yeah, and stopped that nonsense. And then, but the new ones popped up. There's
Mm.
always some new ones
Oh
shitting
yeah.
on the older men.
Oh yeah.
They
Oh
fight
yeah.
with amongst each other.
Oh wow, that's crazy. Well, he
Yeah.
did the right thing by backing out if the if the FBI was investigating. Now I did hear that the FBI was investigating him. I really heard that.
Yeah. No,
I
I
did hear
ended up getting some paperwork. Somebody shared it where they was yeah, they gave it to me like 3 years ago. FBI
that.
is investigating them because remember some of the men who ended up killing women,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
were
because of
part of the
femicide.
manosphere.
Yeah, yeah, it was the femicide. Now I thought of the manosphere yesterday. Honestly, when that black guy in Atlanta shot up that medical facility, then he was a black guy. They said he had been in the not the Navy, but the something. But anyway, that's the first thing I thought of was like he must have been Manosphere. He been listening to the Manosphere dudes, and he done got offline and went and shot up the medical facility where the women was and stuff. That's the first thing I thought about.
Damn, see, I didn't even hear that story. God damn, I
He
must have been asleep
yeah,
all day.
he shot up a black guy. They called him and they didn't. Yeah,
Mhm.
Coast Guard. That's what it was. He was from the Coast Guard. He had just gotten out of the Coast Guard. Younger black guy.
Mhm.
And he went to this. I'm thinking maybe like a gynecological clinic or something like that. And he
Uh,
shot up the place, right?
mhm.
And the first thing I thought of was he was on that ship, on that Coast Guard ship, listening to all this madness, manifest stuff, and he done
Yeah,
got off the ship and went and shot up them women. That's the first thing I thought of. It sure is.
yeah, that's what they're doing. I'm not sure about a year ago or two, because I'm bad with time. Remember the guy went on live and
Hmm.
he had just killed his girlfriend who was pregnant. She was 8 months pregnant. He shot her in the belly and he shot her a few times, like 8 times. And then he went to his ex-wife and he went live and said, yeah, and I'm about to kill her and do this, and then he went in, and she came to the back door and he said, that she is. And the stream shut off because you see him running after and he killed her. And these men were supportive of that. In the ministry, they were supportive of that. They kept saying, oh, maybe it's because she kept his kids for him. But come to find out, his kids was in the car with him.
Oh
It
my
was his
God.
turn to watch the kids, two little girls. And
Oh
he left
wow.
them in a car with the car running and killed, he killed his girlfriend
Oh
because she was pregnant. And these men kept telling him, yeah, you're a high earner and you shouldn't have to do this and you shouldn't have to do that. You shouldn't have to take care of your kids. Child support you shouldn't be on. And so that man believed it. He said those things and then went and killed those two women.
yeah.
One of them wasn't even black. The girlfriend wasn't even black.
Oh wow.
The
Yeah.
ex-wife was black.
Yeah, yeah, like I believe it. Like that's the reason why I thought that possibly could have been what was going on yesterday. You know what I mean? They get online and they feed into that stuff. This stuff really be getting into their head, and that's why the femicide rates that went up in this country in particular, especially when it comes to black women. A lot of this stuff is due to the stuff that they're listening to online. That's why the FBI investigating
Yeah.
because it's like they committing a hate crime. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the guy in New York on the train,
Yeah,
he,
that fat
he was
man.
part of the
Yeah,
man spear. Yeah,
yep.
the
Yep,
black
I
man spear,
remember
yeah.
that. Whatever happened to that dude? So they just locked him up. We know he ain't never getting out, but I ain't heard nothing else about it.
I haven't either. So much be happening, it get buried. You know what I mean? Not
Mm.
until a trial where it sprang back up. But all these shootings and this
Yeah,
this shit is getting crazy.
it's getting. I was thinking about that. And I was, when you're looking at it on TV, bomb, you feel kind of like separated, like that could never happen. But it's
Mhm,
happening so frequently, especially in the South. You don't even have to have a license to carry a gun, right?
mhm.
So here lately, before I go out, I'm thinking, well, Lord, they're gonna shoot up the grocery store today? They're gonna shoot up Walmart? Like, what? They got you paranoid to go in the stores anymore? You know?
Yeah, it's happening up here too. It's not even just down south. And then
Yeah,
whether you can't even open carry or none of that shit here, and it's still happening.
yeah.
Somebody went in the mall, some black boys, young black men, went in the mall to shoot it up, just like last week, a week before last.
Lord.
Um, yeah, they're going and killing students, not going to the school, but they shooting them as they go to school. in
What?
Philadelphia.
For real?
Yes, these
Oh
motherfuckers
my,
is crazy. Um,
oh my
and you know what it
goodness.
is? I think it has something to do with, like you said, the messaging they're getting online,
Yeah,
and then also them video games they've been playing since they were kids,
yeah.
wanting to go and shoot.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I really do agree. And you know, it said in the Bible at the end of days, man will have no more natural affection towards man, meaning we really won't care about each other's life or either our own in the end of days. So yes, it's a whole lot of that going on, you know. But a whole lot of it is wrapped around mental illness. I do agree with Water Sniper because Water Sniper said the Atlanta shooting yesterday had nothing to do with black social media back and forth. And I know what you're saying, Water Sniper. I'm just saying, I'm not saying it did. I was just saying to bomb that's it put me in the mind of the manosphere out of that rhetoric that they be speaking. That is why I mentioned, black social media. I'm not saying it did, you know what I mean? But
Yeah,
that's what it put me
how
in the
it
mind
didn't though.
of.
Not until they investigate where they
Right.
attach him to something on social media. I'm quite sure it has something to do with social media. Social
'Cause
media is, you know, all of us are on social media.
yeah, yeah. You know what I mean?
Everybody.
Yeah, I seen that Water Sniper, the Mexican dude who killed those 5 people. Did you hear that bomb? He did it because they asked him to stop shooting his. He was in his yard, and the Mexican dude he stopped. They asked him to stop shooting the gun, and
Mm-hmm.
he went and shot them execution style because they just asked him to stop shooting the gun if he would because their baby was trying to sleep. He went in
Mm-hmm.
their house and killed them, shot them. Like I said, execution style. He was a Mexican
Wow.
guy. He was in Texas. Yeah, yeah. That happened not too long ago too. It didn't have nothing to do with social media. They said he was drunk and shooting his gun.
Oh yeah, that's drunkenness right there.
Just execution style. I was like, wow,
Wow,
that's a
that's
serious
crazy.
situation. You know what I mean? This world's a child. These people and these guns. It's too much.
Yeah.
Much.
Um,
But yeah, I
but
just wanted to ask you about that pearly things because I had been seeing it like on and off, but I hadn't really even I haven't really been checking for nobody over there. I didn't think nothing important was going on. Like I hadn't seen a video from old girl. Is she still online? What is her name? Nyla says, did she change her name? Did she just not on social media no more?
no, she's a they she lost a channel. Damn, what you call it? She lost a channel and then she restarted another channel. So yeah, she's over there.
How she lose her channel, Bun?
I don't know,
Oh
it
wow.
was I'm not sure the last time you saw it, but yeah, she lost the channel sometime last year and had to restart. So yeah, she's doing her thing. Her and Taz.
Oh
And
wow.
you're not seeing us because, like you said, they shadow banning us, and then it's like
Yeah.
they trying to keep us separate. Because
Yeah.
when we support one another and go on each other's channel, our channels grow.
Yeah.
But then they'll put a stop to it. Because I promise you, I haven't seen anything from you, and I'm always online.
Yeah. That's what you call a shadow banning. I was listening to Torian Reigns a while ago, and he was talking about they had shadow banned his channel. And so
Mhm.
yeah, I agree with that. That's what they be doing. They be shadow banning us. Yeah.
Yeah, where
I
nobody can see you, even your own people who subscribe won't get any
yeah,
notifications.
yeah, like if you ain't checking for that channel holder every day, then you won't know if they went live or not.
Right?
And that's like sabotaging your channel. Really, they trying to sabotage your funding, especially if you're a monetized channel. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's what they're doing, in my opinion. They trying to sabotage your
The fun.
funding. That's the
Yeah,
way I see it.
I would sue them if I was a what you come because that is something that we all know they do.
Yeah.
They want to tell us what we could talk about, what we can't.
Hmm.
But we're entertaining. You're entertainment,
Yeah.
so they shouldn't be able to as long as you follow their guidelines. But see, they make up rules as they go along.
Hmm.
Because I
Hmm.
lost channels with no strikes. They just gave me one of my channels back because I had no strikes on that channel when they took it from me.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
wow.
talking. This was a few years back, and remember when they was talking about removing flags and statues?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got online and I was talking about that. And I had no strikes, And while I was live, they stopped me and they said it because of music, but no music was playing at all. It was just me, you know. And then they took it from me. It just went away.
Wow.
And
That's
so
crazy. I
yeah,
know I was doing a video during this last election cycle. I don't even know what necessarily I was talking about, or I might have been reading a news article or playing what they were saying on the channel or whatever. They snatched the whole video.
yeah,
And I thought my whole channel was snatched, but they just snatched the video and I was able to come live again. But I was like, well, damn, I wasn't, messing with no guidelines or nothing. I was just doing my content. You know what I mean? But they snatched that whole video down without warning or anything. I was like, wow.
yeah,
That was crazy. So yeah, like you said, they do what they want to do, but people got to realize that Google YouTube is a private company. It's not like it's what do you call it, like uh like it's for the public. It's a private company. They can do what they want to do. It's their company at the end of the day.
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they could do what they want, but they putting rules and regulations on these companies now because they have so much power. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
absolutely.
So
Yeah,
but
yeah. That's
they
great.
of course we get treated the worst. You know what I mean? Them white people over there, they can do what they want. They getting up to millions of views.
Mhm.
There's no way we shouldn't have the same amount of views because you know what I mean? Like we
And
talking.
they do more ratchet stuff than we do. Okay,
Yes, they do.
I done seen
Yes,
it.
they
I
do.
mean, they just be going to the limit, a whole nother level. Sure the heck do. We couldn't get away with half as much of that on our channels as they be getting away with on their channels. I done seen it.
Yeah.
They be allowing nudity and just all kind of extra raggedy stuff going on. It's amazing. But yeah, you're right. I absolutely agree with you.
We got to watch certain words, right? We got to use the word
Yeah,
unalive. We can't use the, certain words. That's what they say. I
yeah,
think it's a bunch of crap that we share. Like when people say you can't talk about the LGBT community, that's not true. You can. As long as you're not tearing them down. Because I watch some people sit over there and tear them down. They talk about black women all day. They call us all kinds of names.
yeah,
You know what I mean? They tell us
yeah,
they try to body shame us. They try to
yeah,
embarrass us all day. We can use
yeah,
the N word can be used time and time again, but we
yeah,
can't talk about the LGBT or Jewish people or this or that and that. Get
yeah.
out of here.
Yeah, been doing it to black women for decades. It's
That's
whole
right.
successful channels based around defaming black women. So yeah,
Yes, and they
yeah,
don't.
to the point to where they're now investigating the manosphere. But that's how bad they allowed it to get. So yeah, I absolutely agree.
Yeah, they're only investigating them because they're out there actively uh, hurting us.
Yeah, commit
Suicide, and
suicide.
even
Yeah,
our vice president had to mention it.
yeah.
She
Yes,
didn't
out
mention it.
of hand. And did
Yeah.
you see? I did a video a while ago. Maybe it was last year about these black guys, and they listening to this stuff online, and they were actually going to these women's houses, like they done doxed them, and they done showed them up at their house. And I saw a couple of videos on YouTube. The world, this one woman, she thank God she made it inside of her house, but this guy from online was waiting for her on her porch, and she managed to get inside her house in time enough and lock the door, and then call the police. And he had zip ties behind his back, and and all of this
Dang.
and all of that. And then another one I saw, there was another girl from YouTube. The guy done doxed her, and he showed up in front of her apartment. And thank God she made it inside of her apartment just in the nick of time. He was gonna do something to her too. And so, like you said, it's all the stuff they're getting from online is driving them crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. And ladies, we got to be very careful because somebody can dox you. See, the people who dox you, they ain't brave enough to come showing up most of the time,
Right.
but they know they got crazy people out there
Yep.
who will show
Exactly.
up. But if they show up here, you already know.
Yep.
Listen, they better not
Yep.
play with me like that because just
Yep.
as crazy as their ass is, I want them to know I'm just as crazy.
Yes, man. I tell my people all the time, my crazy is not they crazy. I'm a different kind of crazy. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
So do what you do, and we gonna
This,
see. Okay.
this No, that's right.
I feel you about that bomb. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think I got doxxed a few years back. You know what I'm saying?
You want to be
And
doxxed? We all have. That's what people don't understand. It's just not in the B sector where people get doxxed at. I was doxxed before I came over here.
right.
I can't even tell who was the first person that doxed. Was it Nyland Taz that doxed me first, or was I doxed before then? God, it's just been so many times. And
Yeah,
who?
man.
No, you know who doxed me first?
Ooh.
The half the what is her name? Who? China Fox. She's the first person that doxed me on YouTube.
Oh, damn. Where's
She
she
was
at?
the
Is she
very
still on
first
here?
person that doxed me. I don't even think she do videos no more, or at least I don't see her.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? Like, remember we was at one point we all was close, like in the same. We wasn't in the same sector, but we were still close. I
Yeah.
haven't gotten anything for her in years. I don't even know if she's still here.
I don't know if she's still there either. I didn't even check to look, but I mean, I don't see her on nobody. Well, when I was the last time I was over there with I don't even know what I was talking about, but whatever was going on when I was over there, all off into whatever was. I think it was the Nyland Taz stuff. I didn't
Mhm.
see her then, and I
Oh
didn't even
yeah,
think to think about her. You know what I mean? But I don't. It's because I don't see her no more. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So maybe she ain't doing the videos no more. Maybe she is. I don't know. But it's been
yeah.
that long though. So yeah, you're right though. But at one point in time, we all knew what was going on with each other. You know what I
Right.
mean? But not
Yeah,
so much now because there's so much extra stuff going on these days, and it's
yeah.
so many different. And then it's really gotten what? Don't you think it's gotten worse?
It's
It get
got
worse every year. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. But new players come in, because
Yeah.
the rules. It used to be some rules. There was only a
Yeah.
few people who would break certain rules. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Where they would call your parents and want to dox you on that level. There
Yeah.
was only a few that would do that. And
Only a
we thought
few.
that was disgusting, but now it's
Yeah.
almost like that's a norm now.
It's like the norm. Like you
Yeah,
literally can't care no more. That's why I said I'm to the one to put my crazy. Ain't they crazy? You say whatever you want to say online, as long as you don't knock on my motherfucking door, bitch. Because if you do, we gonna have a problem for real.
I know that's right. Don't even come
Until
talking
then,
about you want to talk. Mm-mm, mm-mm,
no,
no, mm-mm.
no. Yeah, like I said, my
Talk.
crazy ain't they crazy. This it's not gonna work for me. So,
Yeah,
but until then, I don't give a fuck what they say online, Bomb. I don't even mean no harm. I don't care.
I know. We know it
No.
just all giggles on here, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
just say what
I
we
think
want to say.
sometimes people get so invested in what's going on online,
Mm-hmm.
they don't realize that it has real world ramifications to the
Yeah,
point of like you get those wackos following them women, right? What if them women, one of them women would have had a gun and she just would have pulled it out and blasted his ass for being up on her porch cause somebody done doxed her and he done got her address and he want to go try to do whatever he thought he was gonna do to her, but she got him first. You see what
right.
I'm saying? It's all that kind of stuff. They don't think about the 360 of the situation.
Right.
Because
See, I
just
got
like
doc.
you trying to harm her, she could turn around and kill you.
Right. I that would have happened to me when I got doxed by Sasare, the person who committed suicide and then came
And they
back to
keep
life.
it like Lazarus. Hmm.
Yeah. Well, she doxed me and somebody showed up. She just put the wrong address. So what she did, she knew my name, so she put everybody with my last name up, phone numbers and addresses. But the
Wow.
person where this person showed up was somebody in the family. And so this guy showed up and my niece and my great niece were there. And the only reason we know there was somebody online because the guy acts is Bomb Cherry home. Called me
Oh
by
wow.
Bomb Cherry.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Now it it came out what I've done, what I used to do. For 20 years, I was on the internet. I'm the first webcam girl, right? So,
Right.
of course, I'm protecting myself through the years. Nobody
Right.
ever knew my name or anything. They only knew I lived in Delaware. That's it.
Mm.
Um, and then when she doxed me, that's what was dangerous. It's like I got men who've been following me for years. You
Wow.
know, I had men who moved to Delaware just to get close to me. They didn't even know where I lived. They thought Delaware was so small that no matter where they come in this state, they'll be close to me.
They
But
gonna run into you.
yeah, and I've run into a couple of them, but good.
Girl, that is crazy. Like I cannot imagine.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Oh
They
my
hit,
God.
then they hit me up saying I moved to Delaware, and I'm like, oh really? I guess they want me to say, oh, we can meet. But shit,
Right.
what you moved to Delaware? Girl, who moving to Delaware? You what's here in Delaware for somebody to move here?
I have no idea, Bomb.
Nothing.
I really don't. It's just like ain't nothing in Tennessee. So
So I already, so I already know you're crazy if you're moving to Delaware. Shit.
okay. You got neglect for punishment if you move to Tennessee. So I ain't lying to you.
Shit,
Ooh, that's
Tennessee
how
better
bad
than
it is
Delaware.
here.
Uh,
Yeah.
Tennessee got to be better than Delaware because at least it's down south where the better weather. Up here,
Yeah.
you, you know what I
Yeah, I ain't
mean?
gonna lie, cause a lot of people don't understand. You know, people be talking about a lot of stuff that they like to do and travel and all of this and all that. The thing that I like about the South is the stuff that I like to do, cause I was raised up here. Like hunt, I like to hunt. I like to fish. I like to camp. You know what I mean? I like to go to the cabins. All of that stuff I could do right here. Do you see what I'm
Hmm.
saying? That's like a vacation to me. That's my
Right.
thing. You know, as opposed to um, you know, getting on a plane or, going to some other smelly city or, stuff like that, which is cool. I've done that too. But I'm older now and the stuff like I like to do all my stuff down south, what I was raised up doing. Hunting and fishing and camping and stuff like that. That's my thing,
Yeah. See, and
And
I'm
so
away from
being
all
that,
that because I like doing that shit too. I haven't
yeah.
been, I haven't been fishing in shoot 3 years now since COVID, and
Oh,
hunting longer than that since my dad passed. So that's about 5 years.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So yeah,
Yeah.
but those are the things that we and then, the Mister like to do it too. So that's our thing.
Yeah.
And so yeah, so and then but like I said, the plus is we can do that right here, and we don't have to travel to another state. So that's a plus, you
Right.
know. But
Yeah.
if you're looking for something exciting, like some exciting Las Vegas style nightlife, now that ain't happening here, baby. You're gonna be bored as hell around here.
The thing is, though, you close to other you're not that far from Georgia, Miami,
Right.
Florida, Louisiana, Mississippi.
Yeah.
A
Yeah,
couple
now
few hours.
if we want to go to the casino or we want to go to the beach, you don't got to get on the plane. You just got to get in the car, you
Right.
know. And so, yeah.
Yeah.
But as far as Delaware, girl, I don't know.
Ain't nothing here, girl. Nothing. We just surrounded, little states surrounded by all these other states, areas.
I have
But
no idea.
so when they hit me up talking about, oh, by the way, I moved to your area. What?
I bet you was like, why?
Yeah, like why? I don't understand why you were moved from Philly.
And
You
they
know,
know you got a husband.
yes, they've always known. It's
Yeah, you
always
ain't never kept it a secret.
yeah.
Mr.
So
Baum, I done had a conversation with Mr. Baum online.
yes. Oh man.
Yeah. Folks is crazy, but Bob, you got that appeal. I don't know, child, but that was real skanky of her to do that. But child, is she even still online anymore?
Girl, she done changed her whole name
Oh, hold on.
and doing the same thing. She just wrote a book.
What you say, Bomb?
Yeah,
Hold
she
on, Bomb.
changed.
If you talking, I got to get my sound back in. Keep talking, cause somebody
Oh,
called
okay.
me on the phone, child. I can't hear you.
Okay.
Shoot, I hate when that happens. Get on my nerves with this stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
let's see.
But yeah, she done changed her
I'm gonna
whole
do all
name.
of this.
It sounds like a man name until it comes up, y'all. And she's over there still doing the same thing. The same exact thing. But I don't talk about her much at all. I let that shit go. Um, you back?
Bomb.
Yeah, you back?
Yes, somebody called me on. Don't nobody. They love to call me on my phone when I'm live. That bothers me.
Yeah.
And so yeah, but like I said, they know you. Why is she calling me? Oh my god.
She must have called her
Let me
again.
get off of here. Hold on, Bomb. I'm gonna have to
Okay.
get back the sound back in. I'm gonna have to close out this video. Good God, something must be going on.
Well, you could. you could go call them back, and then I'll hold it down for you till you get back if you need me to. How's everybody doing? Y'all doing good? That's good. Okay. I'm over here with Miss O, you know what I mean? And we gonna rock it out. We talking about whatever y'all want to talk about. You back?
Bomb.
Yeah, you back?
Yeah, I guess it's something important. I'm gonna get off of here, child, so I can see what's going on because they're calling me back to back.
Okay,
But
but if you want me to hold it down for you for like a couple of minutes while you find out if you want, it's up to you.
I'm on my phone. I'm gonna have to call them on my phone. You know what I mean? I can't do that
Now
while I'm
drop
on
down,
my phone.
drop
Huh?
down. I'll stay up here talk, and then
Mm.
you call, and then you come back in. You not do that, or you want to end it? It's up to you. It's
Yeah,
up to
I'm
you.
just gonna end it because I've been on here, like a hour and almost 30 minutes anyway. But
Oh
I
yeah.
wanted to stay on extra because I appreciate you hitting coming down in the comment section because I hadn't seen you in so long.
Yeah, I was shocked. Look, I don't know what I hit, and I saw you. I think I, was,
I'm
I
so
think I
glad.
no, I typed in your name. As a matter of fact,
I didn't even think it was you for real. I thought it was a troll. I was like, if this Bob Trey for real, that's why I was saying that. I was like, I don't think
Mhm.
that's Bob Trey for real.
Yeah, I typed in your name because I was thinking about something the last time we was talking, and you came to, so I had to type you in, and I said,
Yeah.
"Oh, she's live." Yeah,
Well, I sure appreciate it. I'm glad. You're gonna have to come over and holler at you. Got to come back over here again, child.
yeah. I'm about to hit the unsubscribe and subscribe back to make
Thank
sure.
you. Yeah, I try to be. I've been trying. I be trying to be more consistent, Bob. But like when summertime be coming around, it's a lot of extra stuff be going on, and
Hmm.
so maybe that's or either it's the shadow band thing. I don't know what's going on, but people have said that they don't even get the notifications no more. So yeah, it's not
Yeah.
just you. And so yeah, that's what's going on. But thank you, Chad, for coming over. I appreciate you, girl.
Okay. Always, always. I'll see you later. Bye, everybody.
Thank you,
Bye
Bon. It's
bye.
good to hear from you.
Same here.
All right. Well, y'all, I guess I'm gonna have to get off of here so I can see what is going on. Thank you guys so much for staying with me. We veered out. We started on one subject. Um, and thank you, Ronnie Q, for coming up. Because that's what the video was about. I didn't expect my girl Bomb Cherry to be in the chat because I hadn't heard from her in so long, y'all. That's why we went off to the side. But um, I hope we got some clarity when it comes to what was going on between Ronnie Q and DKL. Because I for one was confused as to how it got to the point to where he want to rip the Christmas stocking up, So, but Ronnie Q came up and let us know, her side of the story and what was really going on, and I appreciate that. Yeah, EJ red ball it back. If you guys came in late, please red ball it back. Ronnie Q is telling us, what happened with the situation between her and DKL. I got some clarity, you know what I mean? And so that's kind of what we were talking about today. And thank you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Please hit the like button on your way out the door. Please be part of the replay gang. If you came in late, y'all take care. I'm going to talk to you guys later. And thank you so much once again. Bye bye. Peace.